we're in our industrial bubble. We work on our programs. We have national tractions. We have our countries telling us, well, please serve me. And we see from a company like Airbus how important the European challenge, the European sovereignty is, together with, not against, the national sovereignties that we're daily living with. Probably that's because Airbus is a European project. Probably because I'm a European convinced person. I found it extremely important to be here today. The EU can incentivize the nations to put their acts together by organizing a simplified set of rules, by finding the nations which are ready to do it, and not systematically trying to either over-regulate or everything has to happen with 27. So I think it's about how they put nations together and how the EU promotes a simplified regulatory and execution landscape. The question of how can we put Europe together on new technologies without isolating Europe is indeed a fundamental question. And it goes together with defining who the allies are. That starts probably by defining the landscape and then insisting that enough money is spent in Europe, particularly on digital technologies, where we have a bit of a complex of being the last in class, being behind. No, we are not. We have a huge firepower, technologically speaking, in Europe. It's about incentivizing that this firepower is harvested, but indeed, it doesn't have to be against the allies, against the environment. It has to be together with. The financial framework, the rules that have to be put have to be at the same time simple, incentivizing, and managing that European preference. We fundamentally must be able to access the European money for European companies. It's very important. And the mechanisms have to be simple enough, in the sense that, you don't need to write tons of books to get access to the funds, which is a bit what we have a tendency to observe in past projects. And some of the current mechanisms are like this. So simplifying them, European preference, which means design authority in Europe, which means a given percentage of European buy. These are the rules, the simple rules that have to make it happen. What's next for Airbus after the conference is first and foremost to try and make the best use, together with the authorities, of all the mechanisms which are being put together. I mean, it's either a DIP or it's a SAFE or any EIB-related element. That's about the investment. And then it's to study how can our products and anything we can do with partners serve the needs expressed by the European Union and by its member states.